pay for it. Sputnik went up. Here we are in the Cold War, and the Russians with Sputnik here, the Soviet Union has basically beaten us into space. Congress came hat in hand to von Braun and said, hey, we haven't gotten into space, can you possibly do anything for us? He says, I might be able to help you, but I want to start working on this. Okay. So, he got permission, he stuck this Explorer on the Jupiter, and up we were into space, about 3 weeks later. Then they put Gagarin in space. And President Kennedy at the moment, are you videotaping me? Am I going to get in trouble for this? He basically went and gave us a lecture and said, hey, we're not going to be beaten again. Gagarin went into space, we had to put Shepard in space, we were second. This is not going to happen. We're in the Cold War, we've got to win this Cold War. We're going to put people on the moon by the end of the decade. At that point it was 8 years. Fortunately, we were already working on this. Now, what is this made of? You've got two sections here that are just stages that get you to low Earth orbit. Fuel tanks with rocket motors that give you enough power just to get you to low Earth orbit. This stage here gets you on the way to the moon. Now, there's a rocket way on top. Its purpose is to get the people that are way up here in this cone high enough to parachute down if something happens to the first stage. It's an abort rocket. So, okay, 2 stages of low Earth orbit on the way to the moon. The abort rocket has dropped off. Now you have this, and this is made up of people way up here in the cone, a service module that has your communication system, your air supply, your water supply, your electrical supply, and a motor that's going to slow you down, get you into lunar orbit and back out again, and the part that's going to land on the moon. This outer fairing here is there to protect this as you go through our atmosphere. After that, it can drop off. So everything is done, this is dropped off, you're on your way to the moon. These 2 units separate and turn around and redock in this configuration. Now 2 people can climb onto the LEM. You're in lunar orbit, 2 of the astronauts climb on the LEM, go down and land on the moon. Okay. They get out, pick up their samples, put out their experiments, and come back here. This stays on the moon. I was showing you the picture of this, is still on the moon. This has all the heavy stuff, including the little rover, the lunar rover they have, as well as all the experiments and stuff. This is fairly lightweight. So when you're done, you put your samples in this little unit, it pops up and comes back and redocks. Then the people can put the samples and the people back in the Apollo capsule. The lunar capsule is dropped back onto the moon in most cases. And then this part comes back toward the Earth. You get close enough, the service module drops off, and just the Apollo capsule with the people and the samples and stuff come back in, dropped in the ocean, and then they're rescued. So that's the story of that.